Hi, it's Thursday. I'm glad you're here with me looking at the Word. This week we're looking at Hebrews 6:12. Don't be lazy, it says, but be followers of those who through faith and patience inherit the promises. What does that mean? Faith and patience. Well, it's very simple. We need both. They're a dynamic duo. Faith is an action, like we talked about yesterday. But faith is always an action, and it's so important. It's not something mystical in the sky. It's not some little philosophy. It's an action about what you and I do based on God's Word. Whatever He said, we need to act on it. If we don't, it's not faith. One of the problems the Jewish people had in the Bible was they thought because they were Jews and God's chosen people, they were special, and they rested in being special. That's why so many of them fell off into unbelief and missed the promises of God. As believers, we're special, but being special does not make you better than others. It doesn't mean that the blessings automatically fall on you. You're special because of you receiving the love of God and receiving the forgiveness that comes through Jesus Christ and His shed blood. But we still have to be people of action. He wants us to act on His Word. And that's so important. And when you act on the Word, don't be shaken when things don't look right. I've got two stories real quick with Jesus. One is over in Luke 17, and in verse 12, He makes a statement. What happened was 10 lepers come to Him. He's in Samaria, a city of Samaria. And they're out in the distance, 10 lepers, men with skin diseases. And they cry out, "Jesus, help us." And He says, "Go show yourself to the priest." Well, He's telling them to fulfill an Old Testament law. When you're healed, the priest is the one that confirms it. Go show yourself to the priest, He says. They go. On the way, they all get healed. One of them runs back. And Jesus said that famous, "Where's the other 9?" He knew they all got healed. Did He see it? No, but He knew it, because when He said, "Go show yourself to the priest," He knew they were going to be healed. He was not shaken. He wasn't saying, "Hey, Peter, did anyone come back yet? John, anyone running back to say thank you?" He knew it was a done deal. Another story is over in Mark 8:24. That's where Jesus lays hands on this guy that's blind. Actually puts spit on his eyes. And He says, "How do you see?" And it says, "I see men like trees." And Jesus says, "Come here." And He lays hands on him again. You know, a lot of Christians will be, "Oh my God, it didn't work. My power must be losing. I'm losing it. I only got him half seeing." Jesus just was, "No, come on. Come here. You didn't get it all. Let's get it all." And He laid hands on another guy and says, "I see everyone perfectly." You see, faith never gets shook up by circumstances that don't seem to agree with God's Word. Don't let that happen to you. Stick with God's Word. Stick with faith. You'll have the promises.